Did you get a chance to speak with your family today? Oh, I did not. Should I try calling my parents right now? I've only texted them. Let me call my dad, because I don't usually call my dad. Oh, he's not picking up. 아빠. 크리스마스라서 아빠한테 전화 한 번이라도 하려고.
아 진짜? 그냥 방송 들어가야 돼?
아니야 안 들어도 그냥 전화만 하려고.
아 그래?
네.
알았어 고마워.
아, 메리 크리스마스.
들어가서 알았다.
네. My dad was like, do I need to come into the stream? And I said, nah, you don't need to. And my dad said, I'm actually kind of busy right now. So I said, nah, that's fine. And I said, I'm sorry I didn't get to come home this year. And he said, yeah, I know. And I says, because I had COVID. And he said, it's okay, you could come next time. Yeah, that was my dad. Let me call my brother. 나 방송 중인데. 뭐 그냥 크리스마스니까 전화 한번 하려고.
그래 메리 크리스마스.
메리 크리스마스. 메리 크리스마스. 이번 연도에 못 가서 아쉽게 됐어. 뭐 그래도 내년에 다시 보면 되니까. 그렇지?
아빠 생일 크리스마스는 어떻게 선물?
그냥 내년에 하자.
그래야지 뭐.
네.
그래요.
We were actually preparing to get our parents Christmas gift, and we were preparing something, but we ended up not being able to make home. We were like, never mind about the gift. And my brother was like, should we still do something for Christmas? And I'm like, nah, I'm lazy. Let's just do it next year. Terrible sons. I mean, I'm kind of poor this year, so it's okay. I could save up some money, and then next year I could, get a good Christmas present. I mean, it's not like I had a Christmas present, I'm the oldest, and my brother is younger, and we're the only siblings. All right, now let's call my mom. 엄마 방송 중인데
어이,
그냥 크리스마스라서 전화했지.
강아지 메리 크리스마스.
메리 크리스마스. 이번 연도에 가려고 그랬는데 못 가가지고.
그래도 너가 건강을 또 찾았으니 됐지.
그렇으면 됐지. 뭐 별거 없고 그냥 목소리 들려고 전화했어.
아이고 고마워라. 방송 중인데 어디 전화를 기다리니.
괜찮지.
우리
알겠어요.
효상이를 아주셔서 감사합니다. 여러분.
영어로 한번 해줘요. 영어로 애들이 엄마 좋아져.
그걸 영어로 어떻게 말하는데? For 뭐지? 우리 아들의 팬이 되어줘서 become my son's fan, the 효미. 엄마 영어를 잘해야 된다. 미국 사람 영어를 해.
더 잘할 수 있으면서.
미국 사람이 영어를 해서 어떻게 해?
괜찮아.
I love you, 효미.
애들한테도 메리 크리스마스 한번 해줘.
여러분, hello everyone. 메리 크리스마스, 메리 크리스마스.
메리 크리스마스. 어제 애들이랑 나홀로 집에도 보고 좀
그래.
크리스마스 분위기가 나더라고.
아이고 그래요 아드님. 방송 잘하시고요. 네요.
네.
강아지 사랑합니다.
사랑해요.
고마워요. Love you. Good night.
That was my mom. Yes. Why can't you be lovely like your mom? I'm not that lovey-dovey person. Like you could tell from the call with my dad and my brother. We're not that lovey-dovey. I think generally people like my mom more than they like me. I don't know. I think my mom has always been a more likable person than I am. I am not that amiable. Whenever I talk to people, I don't know why, I just talk a little bit sharp. So I'm not that friendly or nice of a person. But I think my mom's very different from me. I need to learn how to do that, but I'm very bad at that. I don't know. I always approach people very aggressively. Even when I'm trying to hold a business meeting, I always go like, so what is the purpose of your company? I don't understand why this program exists. I don't know why I'm so bad at just, like, Merry Christmas. What about with Hyomis? Did you know that it took me 4 years for me to express love to Hyomis? 2-3 years ago, I would never say I love you. I don't think the word I love you is used properly in America. What I mean by that is, did you know that in different culture, the word I love you is used on different degree? So in Korea, we don't say it as casually as American people do. You know how in America, they just throw, I love you, I love you, I love you everywhere? In Korea, we use the term like more than love. So You guys know what the word love in Korean is? It's sarang, right? But you don't really see K-drama and they go like 사랑해요 the first time they see them. They usually talk about 좋아해요, which is I like you. So for me, it's not difficult for me to say, oh, I like Hyomis, but it's very repulsing for me to say, I love Hyomis. But the only way I accepted this is I realized, okay, the word love in America is equivalent to like in Korea. So imagine it like adore. You know how people don't usually say I adore you or I'm in love with you? Imagine that's like the same thing as saying I love you in Korean. So you don't go around and tell everyone like I'm in love with you. I adore you and I'm in love with you, you know? So it's very, very romantic sensation. I heard this the same way in Japanese, where instead of saying 아이시테루, you say "好きです," "大好き," things like that. In Brazil, instead of saying love, we say adore sometimes. Oh, so you don't say te amo? I thought you said te amo, you know. I did an interview for Brazilian Instagram channel, and they made me say te amo. It was in the script. Like, can you read this line? Yeah. Repulsed was kind of harsh. No. Not repulsed in that sense. Repulsed as in like, it's very shy. It's very shy to say that. You won't understand. You won't understand. It's hard to describe. I don't like saying I love you, but I say te amo very easily. Do you guys say I love you often? How often do you guys say I love you? I never say I love you to friends. Actually, no, I do. But like not in like a serious way. Very, very casually. Oh, I love you, you know. Also, it's much easier to say it with girls than with guys. You know how I have female friends and have guy friends? It's much harder to say like I love you, bro. It's more difficult, you know. Also, girls generally say it more casually. You don't really see a lot of guys saying I love you, but girls generally say like, oh, I love you, you know. You say a lot to your family. That's nice. I have trouble saying I love you even to my family. So when I call, do you know I have to like bite my tongue a little bit before I say I love you? I don't know if you noticed from the call, but I didn't say I love you to my brother and my dad. We just say That's kind of like implied I love you. But my mom, we always try to actively make the effort to say I love you because we know that in our family we don't really say that. So my mom at the end, I don't know if you noticed, she goes like 사랑해요 means I love you. So I said 사랑해요 because normally you could either say me too, but my mom doesn't like when I say me too. You know, because you could tell that like I'm trying to avoid saying the word I love you. So I said me too a few times and she said don't say me too, say I love you as well. So I said 사랑해요 instead of saying 나도요, you know. Yeah. Me too is boo. Now I say it first. Now I sometimes say it before she does. That's like saying you love yourself. Your mom and I are the same. Do you also force your kids to say I love you? Because a lot of hyomis are, not a lot, there are a few hyomis who are moms. I wonder if they also tell their kids to say I love you. Your mom is the exact same. I guess it's like a universal mom thing to do. I'm a daughter and it's even hard for me to say. I think it's also cultural background. As a Asian background, it's much harder to say I love you. There's like that, I don't know, I know it's not cringy, but there's like that shy, tingling, cringy sensation.